When a Pfizer executive claims they are using directed evolution to explore future variants of possible viruses, it is worth pausing to listen to what they say. That Pfizer executive was Jordan Tristan Walker, Director of Research and Development, Strategic Operations and mRNA Scientific Planning. So you would expect they know what they are talking about. To understand what this is about, you need to understand what Walker is claiming. Walker directly claims that they are attempting to preempt new outbreaks by anticipating possible mutations. Of course, Pfizer explicitly deny any such activity took place. Why then a Pfizer Director of Research and Development would claim it was is a mystery. Pfizer state. In the ongoing development of the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, Pfizer has not conducted gain-of-function or directed evolution research. It is a curiously worded denial. It very specifically does not state that Pfizer has not performed gain-of-function research. Nor does it state that Pfizer did not perform directed evolution research. It simply states that Pfizer did not do either in the development of the current vaccine. Of course they did not. The vaccine was developed against the original and Omicron strains. Since it was bivalent, it only officially works against these two strains, both of which are wild circulating strains. So, no. Whilst it holds they may not have conducted either activity directly in the development of the current vaccine, it does not mean they did not do it at other times. But what is directed evolution? And why would it look like gain of function? First off, we need to define what is meant by gain of function. Gain of function is the process by which an organism, in this case a virus, is given capabilities that it did not previously possess, such as the ability to jump species or increase the capability to infect people. Gain of function is commonly performed for military purposes. Directed evolution is the process by which natural variability is guided by a selection pressure to achieve an outcome. If you have a sourdough starter culture, you have directed evolution occurring in your kitchen. The initial population of yeasts and bacteria have evolved through time to reach an equilibrium against the food supply. They are no longer the same as they were when they started. You can present similar challenges to evolving cultures to achieve certain outcomes. But this is the important aspect. The organism's variability is what generates the sample density. Whilst you can set the parameters for the solution, you cannot define the method of achieving the solution. Which is why, if you understand the process of evolution, the idea that you will get ahead of possible mutations by using directed evolution is fully retarded. The mutations that occur in the wild are a product of randomized events in the trillions of organisms in the wild. They are a consequence of all their interactions with diverse hosts, including numerous animal vectors, and the opportunities provided by the various pools of infectable hosts, none of which are anticipatable by directed evolution within the lab. Tiny discrepancies in the starting states lead to massively different outcomes. It is the equivalent of predicting the winner of the World Poker Championships by playing through a few hands in your garage. So, whilst the public are fussing over what the executive claimed, and whether or not they did or did not perform certain experiments, the real problem is deeper. Anyone in a position like that, a supposed Director of Research and Development, Strategic Operations and mRNA Scientific Planning, who does not understand the incompatibility of their claims, is evidence of a deep problem. A fundamental failure to understand chaotic complexity. If that is the caliber of Pfizer's decision makers, we are all in trouble. The most generous explanation is that they do not believe what they told the public. But if that is the case, and if directed evolution is not being used to get ahead of the possible wild strains, what is it being used for? Every variant leads to new mandates, new orders for vaccines, irrespective of their suitability or viability. This is worth a lot of money to the pharmaceutical industry. Hypothetically, it would be far easier to get ahead of a newfound wild strain if you already owned it. We may be in trouble here. Be kind to each other. F.T.S.